So not too long ago, I was lucky enough to visit Target Darts HQ and interview and play against Paul Lim. The full footage is going to be in this video, but before that, we are giving away a set of signed Paul Lim darts. All you've got to do to have a chance of winning is simply like the video, comment on it, and subscribe to the Premier Darts YouTube channel. Without further ado, let's get right into it. The full footage of my interview with Paul Lim. Just want to say, pleasure to meet you, Start off.
You too.
Absolutely
Thank
great.
you. Thank you.
Obviously,
Thank
I'm
you.
a young fan, but I know like pretty much
Okay.
everything about your darts wise. I want to talk about like when you was younger, when you first started playing. How old were you when you first started playing darts?
Actually, considering in the sport of darts, right?
Yeah.
I started late, actually.
Did you?
Yeah, because like you see now, them 12 years old, 13 years old, and I mean, I started when I was 21.
Really?
Yeah, I finished my, of course, high school and then went to the army because I had to go to the Singapore National Service.
Oh, of course.
So we served the army for 2.5 years. And after I finished my national service, I think the national service in Singapore did help me a lot. It gave me a lot of courage to kind of look after myself, you know, take care. So I packed my bag and I just went to England. That's what I did.
Wow.
Yeah, just before I turned 21. I went to England and looked for a career, and I became a chef. And from the chef community that I have in, that I work with, they introduced me to pub life.
Oh yes.
Yeah, that's how it started. Went to pub, and it was Robin Hood in Chiswick.
Oh yeah.
Because we had a apartment in Gunnersbury. So
Right. Okay.
yeah, and then we do a pub, and then get a set of darts, and then, in fact, it was boring for my friends anyway. You know, we all played, and then we have this little 50 pence a person winner get a bottle of whiskey, and that's how it started.
Really?
Yeah.
What a prize that is.
Yeah. So anyway, I don't even drink then. And the funny thing about the drinking part it came later on too.
Did it?
I don't really drink when I first started playing darts. I mean, I just go there with my friends, and that's when they introduced me to cider. I said, "What is that?" It's apple juice. I said, "Okay." It's not apple juice.
Camera guy's laughing because that's what I drink.
No, they told me cider. I said, I want something, apple juice. Okay, cider. They got me cider. So that's when I, started drinking. I like cider, actually, in fact. And then we started playing darts and win quite a few times,
Yeah.
And my friends say, "Oh, you're pretty good at it." So I suddenly said, I want to buy a dartboard. I bought a dartboard, put it at the apartment, and I play darts more often than ever.
Yeah.
After my work and all that, and it just I grew, my passion grew with darts, and it just went on for 6 years just like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just playing
more
for
of
fun.
like hobby. Were
Hobby.
you always, so when you first picked up a dart, were you naturally good at the game? Or was it something that you had to put a lot of time into to become skillful?
I think I have a very good hand-eye coordination because
Yeah.
at that time, right, I was bowling. I was bowling in a bowling league first before I played darts.
Oh, right.
I was a pretty good bowler. My average was about 189 when I was playing.
189?
189
That's pretty
average.
impressive, yeah.
So I remember my highest game, I got a prize for it was 275. I haven't hit a hard 300,
Yeah.
but I hit 275. And but then when I started to get serious with darts, I quit bowling because it is not a good combination.
I can't imagine it'd be good for your muscle memory, right? Because
That's
darts
what
is
it
muscle
is.
memory, isn't
That's
it?
what it is, yeah. So eventually I quit that. But I was, in my younger days when I was in school, I was good at table tennis. I play a lot of sports.
Yeah.
So somehow or other my hand-eye coordination is pretty good.
Yeah.
So some with darts anyway, I got a hang of it. But I remember I had a lot of problem when I was in England, started when I play darts because it's too cold. Yeah. And because the way I hold, the way I hold my darts, I kind of twist my darts back. And then when I twist, because my finger is like cold and numb, and they always drop off my hand.
Yeah, yeah.
So I kind of, then eventually when I got to be more serious, I tell myself something got to change. And that's when I changed and I say, hey, if I got to roll my darts back like that, why don't I just grip it like that and throw?
Yeah.
So then I spend a week or 2 weeks and just keep doing that, and then eventually it stuck to me.
It feels more natural the more you do it, I
Yes,
guess.
yes.
So when was it that you decided I'm going to start playing competitive darts? When obviously I've got to mention the 9-darter because you're Paul Lim, so I've got to
Oh.
mention it. But before that, obviously, you played competitive to get to Lakeside in the first
It was
place.
when I went back to Singapore.
Really? Right, okay.
Yeah,
Is that
because-
so? Were you introduced to steel tip darts before soft tip darts?
Steel tip, yeah, I was steel tip
Right,
all the way through.
okay. Because
all
I
the
know
way
that
through.
people have not misconceptions, but they assume because you're from Singapore, you'd be introduced to soft tip darts first, wouldn't you? But
Yeah,
obviously,
a lot of
steel
people
tip.
think that. No.
Yeah.
If you look at my history, basically, I have actually won the Pacific Cup, won
Yeah.
the Asia Cup, and all that. That was way before soft tip even came around.
Yeah, yeah.
You know. So after being 6 years in England, when I finally decided to go back to Singapore, kind of to work in a hotel and things like that, I was looking for dartboard in Singapore. I couldn't find none.
Yeah,
You know,
right, okay.
there was there. I went to YMCA and there was a dartboard there, but nobody played.
Right,
So I
okay.
said, wow, there's no darts at all. So anyway, I still have a dartboard in my home and I play because I really love the game, you know.
Yeah.
And then next thing I knew, I was working in a hotel and one of the student that was sent from the catering school, they were put under me. Her name was Grace Tan, yeah. And we were just chattering and she said, what's your hobby when you're in England? I said, I play darts. He said, really? He said, my fiance play darts. You know, we're in a dart league. I said, really? There's a dart league in Singapore? So that was the night. She said, you got to come and meet my boyfriend.
Yeah.
So we went, after work, we went to they called the league night. that
Yeah,
night.
yeah.
And then eventually they put me in the team.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was 4 singles and 3 doubles, you know, in the
Yeah,
match.
yeah.
So they put me in a singles match. And I remember I played this guy called James Newbronner,
Okay.
okay? And then I beat him.
Yeah.
And then next thing they were like, whoa, you know, wow, you beat I said, what? He's the best
He was
player
one of
in
the best
Singapore.
players.
Yes, that's right. So the next thing you know, they said, Paul, you got to play in the Singapore Open, which is coming up in about a month's time.
Yeah.
And I played in the Singapore Open, I won it. Then
Alright,
we went
okay.
to Malaysia, I won the Malaysia Open. So I started off with a very positive
Mind frame.
feeling about, you know, and it just went on from there. I just won all those, you know. Eventually, then when I moved to Papua New Guinea, I won the Pacific Cup. I won all the Asia tournament.
Yeah.
Singapore Open, Malaysia Open, Thailand Open, Asia Cup singles. I won all that. Then I went to Papua New Guinea.
Yeah.
So I was already a steel tip dart player at
Yeah.
that point. And then the big turnaround was when I won the Pacific Cup.
Right, I see.
Yeah, that was in representing Papua New Guinea.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, strangely enough, I was the only person in the world that represented 4 countries.
I read about it, yeah. I was going to ask you about that.
Yeah.
So in terms of how darts technology has advanced since you first started playing, do you remember what your first set of darts actually was? Your first darts that you used competitively? Do you remember what they were?
In fact, I was using a set of brass dart in the beginning.
Right, okay.
Okay, I was
yeah.
using a set of brass dart. And until I kind of, my friends were telling me and they were using tungsten. And I remember that time I bought my first set of tungsten, it was like 80-20, 80% tungsten.
80-20 darts, yeah.
Okay. And I even remembered at that time, they have, what do you call that? That metal thing in the to make it heavier.
Oh, I know what you mean. I don't know the name of it. But
And
I
I
know exactly
remember
what you mean,
people were
yeah.
licking their hand, and there was an article about it that people get poisoning
Oh, okay.
from
right.
from the
material to make it
for
more
the material
dense,
that
right?
make it. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
That's right. So eventually, but it changes after that. So it become like 90% tungsten or whatever it is. So it become. I bought my first set of tungsten thinking that, the thinner the dart, you can put the grouping. Yeah. So I got myself a set of, and it was the T90 Unicorn.
T90s. Oh,
Unicorn.
T90, classic dart.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, that
yeah,
was,
yeah, absolute classic
that was
dart.
my eventually was on my set of darts that I used.
There
the
you go,
T90.
T90s. Oh, I love asking people like what the first set of darts was because you hear sets of darts that you don't see anymore. So it's brilliant. So in terms of like technology, the way technology has advanced in darts, I'm assuming you've had to like adjust. I mean, it's all positive, I suppose, because it's advanced in a way that it helps you, I suppose. Like,
I think golf clubs has got more advantages than barrels.
yes,
You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
golf clubs is a bit different. The material will make the ball go further or whatever it is. You know?
Yes,
Okay.
okay, yeah.
But whereas in darts, I think logically speaking, I could still throw brass darts. I
Yeah.
could still throw it. Just give me a set of brass darts, I can use it, you know. But I would say it's not. I think it still depends individually.
Yeah, okay.
Because at the end of the day, it's how the dart that you want, how it's being made with the, because the grip is very important.
Yeah.
The groove and the balance is important.
Yeah, yeah.
So as it goes along, there's a lot of people that you know. I mean, you still find people using darts that has got no groove at all.
That's correct.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So but then again, with what it has now, the widespread of variety
Yeah, I suppose there's more to choose from now, isn't
gave you a better choice of choosing the right dart. You can go and test and test and test until you find something that actually suits you. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that in that part, technology really kind of plays a big difference. But then later on, it becomes the flights and the shaft that goes with it now.
there? Yeah, I think there's more variety with even the accessories now, isn't there?
It is.
Like,
It's a big
like
deal.
repointing darts is like
That is right.
people using 50 mil points or
That
something.
is right.
daft,
That's right. Yeah.
So obviously you've been playing darts an awfully long time, and you know I've
Almost
reached
50 years.
Yes, exactly. That's 2 of my lifetimes basically. So,
Oh, you're only 25?
well, nearly.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I'm just above.
Okay.
So in terms of longevity, how have you been able to keep at such a high level for such a long time? Because we see dart players, they
lot
come,
come and go.
they go,
Yeah, they come
they
for a
have.
while.
Do you think it's something to do with perhaps your throwing style, or do you just not know?
I think there's a few factors involved. I think first and foremost, I felt that I'm very lucky in a lot of ways that through my life in my lifespan in the dart dart scene, right, I was able to meet the right people at the right time that actually kind of helped me in a lot of ways. Okay. Secondly, I think it's also because of my passion. From the very, very start of it, I think my passion really outbeat anything, because I just kind of I love the dart community. I love the idea of competition.
Yeah.
I like the idea of able to represent a country, to be involved and things like that. I mean, it gives me a lot of. It's like oxygen, you know. It gives me oxygen all the time, and it keeps me alive anyway.
Yeah.
So I got to say that, you know, there's a few factors involved, you know, but I, until this very day, people have always asked me, hey man, you've been playing for 50 years. Are you ever going to give up? I said, no, I don't. You know, I just don't feel like if I still love the sport so much, why do I need to give up?
Yeah, so you'll
You know?
continue playing until you can
I
no
will.
longer do so, basically.
I will. Yep. And if I got to crawl to the dartboard, maybe that's when I quit. Yeah. So.
Oh, great. That's amazing.
No. I won't. I think right now, I've said it, and I meant what I say. I'm going to be 72 in January, right? The day I say I will retire from darts competitively,
Yeah.
because I got my other plan too.
Yeah, of course.
I will not give up in the dart community.
Yeah.
Because I still believe in the youth program, creating awareness to the younger generation.
Yeah.
I think that's second part. But as a competitive dart player, I think it will be the day when I wake up and I say, wow, I got to go play another dart tournament. I don't feel like playing. That I will retire then.
I see.
But
So when
until now, I still gung-ho. I tell you what, I mean, people doesn't realize how excited I get when I said I got to travel to Qingdao, China to go and play in the PDC Asia Tour.
Yeah.
I get excited. You know, I get excited to go and I look forward to it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So until the days comes that I don't feel excited anymore, I will still be playing.
That's incredible. I just love your passion. Like, you know, because there's a lot of players that they do darts because they're good at it and for other reasons, obviously. But I just love the fact that you've got such a passion for the sport, and yeah, it's just incredible. And I can't go without mentioning, obviously, the 9-darter back in 1990. Obviously, it was £52,000, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's right.
So at that point in 1990, you must have felt like,
Wow.
yeah, unbelievable.
Wow. It's like hitting a lottery. No, honestly, I mean, it's not. Put it this way: the £52,000 is a big sum of money, right? But if I look at it right now and I say it, I think what created the legacy, my legacy, is I did the night dart.
Correct,
Not
yes.
because of the 52,000 pounds.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It really is, you know. But of course, at that time, 52,000 pounds, I was able to kind of start a business with it and things like
Exactly,
that.
yeah.
I started my dart business because of that.
I see,
night dart,
right,
yeah.
okay. So,
Yeah.
obviously, I think it would have been the biggest gap ever between nine darters when you went to the PDC World Championships and missed the double 12.
Oh, yeah.
Do you think about that one more than the one you actually hit?
You are right about that. Because honestly, that second one, actually, I felt that it was my, I have a chance this year again, but I'll never know. But at that moment, right, after I missed that and I went back and until this period when I think about it all the time. Because honestly, it will be a record that will never be broken.
I can't imagine it would ever be broken.
Yeah. Because these present people that do the night darts in the PDC, right? They don't play in the lakeside anymore.
No, they don't.
So
It's one or
basically,
the
they
other,
don't play.
isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So that record will forever be there.
It would be highly unlikely. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
one of the only moments in darts where I've got out of my seat at home, and literally,
Really?
it was unbelievable. I'll never forget it until my last day on earth.
Really?
I remember you pinging the treble, and I stood up, and I think I was more gutted than you was. I was absolutely devastated.
Yeah, I know.
I couldn't believe it. It obviously could have been one of the greatest.
It felt
moments
so
ever.
good, though. It felt good, but that wasn't good enough at the end. But still, funny part about it is that people still talk about it because I missed it.
That's true, yeah. Like people talk about the
Yeah.
Van Gerwen one, don't they? Because he missed back to back.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
similar, yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
So what we're going to do now, if it's all right with you, is I'm not great at darts, but I'd like to challenge you at a leg of 501. Is that going to be
Okay, all right, all right.
Okay, come on, let's go.
Okay.
So if you was given, say, like imagine I've never played before. If you was given a tutorial on how to throw a dart, I understand it's all personalised, isn't it?
Yes.
How does Paul Lim
But there's
approach
still,
the hockey?
even though it's personal, but I always believe when I do a lot of coaching, teaching in Asia, especially the soft tip one, but it's still the same thing.
Yeah,
anyway,
it's the
you
same
know.
process, isn't it?
Yeah, I always say that every sport has got a fundamental. The fundamental is no difference with golf, bowling. It's quite similar. It's about balance, about grip, about alignment, about understanding of, because that's, you need to understand. Every time a dart hits a target, whether it goes to the left or to the right, there's a reason for it.
Yes,
Okay,
there is.
it doesn't go by itself to the. I mean, people always
true.
say that. How come when I aim at the triple
I threw
20,
it
it
the
always
same.
go to 12? No,
Yeah.
it's because you threw it to the 12. That's why it goes to the 12. You know. So I always believe that that's a fundamental, and I teach by the fundamental. But obviously, from the beginners who never played that before, it's a lot easier to guide than someone who's been playing for 2 or 3 years. They're so used to that style, and you find that there's a flaw to it, and you want to change it. Okay, the thing is that the changing part is a hard part. I always say, if you want to change, if you feel that you're not going nowhere with what you're doing right now, then you got to change. If you want to be better, you got to change.
That's what I feel like right now.
Really?
I feel like I've hit a ceiling, and I feel like unless I change something, because I don't know about eye dominance and whatnot, but when I bring my dart up, I actually can't see the treble 20. I can't see it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But what you focus at?
So I can't. So when I bring it down, that's when I see it. And it gives me a split second to gauge everything, and I feel like it's wrong.
Oh,
so I brought my
okay.
arm slightly to the side so I can see it.
Okay.
But because I feel like I aim from my
Left
left
hand
eye,
strong, yeah,
so I
okay.
end up swinging the
Swing it
dart
to
across.
right,
Yeah.
left swing. Huh?
I really do struggle with that, but well, we're going to find out if I can fix it now. So,
All right. Okay.
all I ask is, will you let me go first?
Oh, you're not coming. It's all right. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Come on, then, let's go. We ain't got a score in it, have we? All right, we'll do it in his heads, Paul.
Okay, we do our in the head, right?
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Where's that? Oh, 100.
Good start.
401 left.
Oi. Ay, too high. 43.
I've got him here. Now, those might be words that I end up regretting. You join us at the end of the leg here. I've got 58 left, and Paul has left himself 80. 18 is the worst part. Well, this could go anywhere, this. Double 10. Oh,
Good try, good try. All right.
10 left. Oh.
It's okay. I got lucky there. I got lucky there.
Paul, thank you very much.
I think I lucky.
Old dogs and new tricks. Unbelievable. So we've also got a signed set of Paul Lim's darts. We're going to be giving these away to one lucky viewer. All you've got to do to have a chance of winning is simply like, subscribe and comment on the video, and one of you legends will be coming away with this. Thank you very much for your time, Paul.
You're welcome.
Have a good day.
Thank you.
Cheers.